Welcome back to Wine Educated, guys. I'm your host with the most, Wesley Seth Loney, and today we are going to be tasting some California Chardonnays. So, without further ado, we have a Central Coast and Sonomas. And we're going to be seeing what the difference is, if there is a difference, and what American Chardonnays are made out of. You guys ready? Let's do it. We're going to talk with this one first. This one is Sunscript. This is a 2017 Central Coast Chardonnay. So they can get grapes anywhere on the Central Coast. Without further ado, let's taste this one. Alrighty. That's that one there. Alright, so right off the bat, you get the butteriness and the oakiness. You do get the fruit coming in a little bit, not a lot, but it's there. A little bit of the citrus, the lemon, a slight bit of a melon in there as well. Familiar with warmer climates. On the taste, you get the follow through of the butteriness, but not a lot of the fruit. The fruit is there a little bit. It's very light. The acidity is medium. Yeah, about medium minus. It's really not acidic for a Chardonnay. Body, about a medium minus. And aftertaste is about a medium plus. It stays there. That butteriness, that oakiness carries, but not the fruit. Only the oak and the butter. So overall, pretty okay. This one here is actually I believe a $13 or $15. So not bad at all for that price range. But it's very standard. Doesn't really have a terroir to me. It doesn't taste like it has a location or it's placed yet. But overall, very nice for the price. And don't love it, but I think it's a average to good representation of a Chardonnay from California. Next up, we have the Monterey. This is in the same price range as well, except this one's getting a little bit more specific. Still in Central Valley, but with this one here, we're in Monterey. Monterey is the centralist of the centralist coast, where Monterey is. But again, very clear, lemon-like color, very faint. The intensity on this one is a little bit more. You have a little bit of the ripe papaya-ness of the warmer characteristics, followed through by almost like an SPS sunscreen of like 80 SPS. Just a tiny bit. Smells like people putting on sunscreen on the beach in Monterey. So cheers to you guys. All right, let's see how it tastes. A little bit better. You get the follow through of the fruits developing. That the diacetyl is also in there. Diacetyl is a very common thing in Chardonnays from California, and that is coming through on this one as well. A lot less than the first one. This one's a lot more balanced, and the acidity is there a little bit more, which I like. I'd say the acidity on this one is about a medium. Still nothing super crisp. This one is still creamier, longer aftertaste, and the body is about a medium. So overall, I actually put this one up as good. Not bad whatsoever, especially for the price point. I would prefer this one over the Sunscript. So those two there are done and complete. Now we're going over to Sonoma. Central Coast, Sonoma. We're going over to Sonoma, guys. And interesting thing about this one, if you guys haven't seen wine diamonds before, let's see if you can see it up in there. If you see those spots in the bottom of this bottle moving around, those are tartaric crystals. also known as wine diamonds to be a little bit more romantic. But but yes, those are tartaric crystals, and they were not in the bottle before I chilled them. When I chilled this, those tartaric crystals fell out of the wine, and they're based pretty much on the alcohol content, the temperature, and the pH. So those ones fell out of solution. And winemaking wise, if you wanted to prevent this, you could super saturate your wine with tartaric acid to make them fall out quicker. You could cool the wine, as I did with this one. So they didn't cool their wine, I guess, before they bottled. Whatever makes them happy. But, I mean, overall, you don't really get to see those too often. So that's a little diamond in the dirt. And I don't mind them at all. I like to see them in there. But they do not affect the character of the wine in any way. They will not harm the wine at all. It's not glass, so don't worry. This is the Octopodo. This one's from the Russian River. So let's try it. It's from Sonoma, but this one's from the Russian River. The next one is Sonoma Coast, so pardon me. Alrighty. So on the nose, this isn't really your typical Californian style. You get the zestiness. It's much more on the fresher fruits than the central coast. You get your limes. You get a little bit of a melon in there. Nothing crazy. Very nice. Very nice nose. On the taste, a lot more crisper. The acidity I'd put on medium plus to high. Well, medium plus. I won't give it high just yet. The body, it's there. It's still medium. Nothing crazy. Medium minus. The aftertaste is quite short. It ends quite nice, but it's very crisp. This is a very easy drinker. Very easy. And that, no doubt, would taste great on a warm day. It's rainy here, so it's not quite warm, but that is quite nice. And no diacetyl. Absolutely no diacetyl. I don't think this one went through malolactic fermentation, which is what will get you a lot of that diacetyl. Malolactic fermentation is exactly how it is. Malic acid going to lactic acid through a bacterial process in winemaking. Yes, so crisp, very nice overall. That's very good. That's a very good one. Nice crisp light, if that's what you're looking for. This one's going to be around 20. It's not blown out of balance like I believe the other ones were. This one is really speaking towards the grape, which I like. Now, after the one and final one, this is Sojourn. Now, this one's from Sonoma Coast. If I got that wrong, if further in the video, just to clarify, Central Coast, Russian River in Sonoma, and then now we have Sonoma Coast. So, just to make that clear. Alrighty. So this one here, coming from Sonoma Coast, you get all the ocean influences. The water reflecting off of the seed does help. It warms up underneath the vines, and the lowers disease with the wind going through there. All that environment is quite nice. So, let's see. So right off the bat, you do get higher levels of diacetyl, almost to the rotting butter. Very, very mature. You get the oak in there. You get a little bit of the papaya of riper fruits. On the taste, the oak really comes through. I don't get too much of the grape. The grape's coming in at the end now. That's quite a long aftertaste. That's a very long aftertaste. I put the acidity as a medium, body also as a medium, and then finally the aftertaste very long. So that is really your California style right there for sure. Oaky, buttery, a little bit bolder than the rest. Very nice. So overall, guys, check them out. This one is the most expensive. This one I believe is in like the 30s. So go ahead, check them out, see what you think. But overall, average, good to very good. That was quite nice. And then this one is probably also a good to very good. Not my style, but we are in California. So speaking Californian style, if you do like the big, bold, buttery ones, that's the one.